Hi everyone. Today we're going to learn how to create samples in SPSS PSPP. We're going to do this so that we can begin to visualize what a sampling distribution of the sample means might look like. Remember that if we were going to create a sampling distribution of sample means, we would have to draw every possible sample of size n from a population. Well, we can't do that. For one thing, we don't have a population. For another thing, it would be impossible for us to draw every possible sample. Remember that the sampling distribution is theoretical. So what we're going to do is begin to visualize this by drawing just 10 samples of size n from what we're going to pretend is a population. It's really just our General Social Survey sample from 2018. We're going to pretend for the purposes of this exercise that it's a population. So I'm going to begin by loading my data. I'm going to import data. I'm going to choose the General Social Survey sample from 2018. Select all cases. I'm going to select the second line of text, which is the first line of data, and click this line or this box saying that the line above the selected line contains variable names. Click Next. These two options are auto-selected, so I can just click Next. And I just want to make sure that variable names go down this column and across this row. And then I can click Apply. And there are my data. So to draw a random sample, we need to go to Data, select Cases, Random Sample of Cases. Now it's time to define our sample. We're going to do this exactly, and we want to draw a sample of 200 cases, exactly 200 cases from the first. The text tells you to draw from 2,348. It's actually going to reset it, I've learned, to the number that's in the data set, which is 1,436 or so, 63 cases. So that's okay. We're just going to go with that. Those are all the cases that we have. So now we're going to click OK and go to Data View and see that many of the cases are crossed out. That means they were not selected into the sample. So here you can see that cases 1 through 6 are crossed out, meaning they weren't selected, but cases 7 and 8 were selected. And then if you scroll down farther, we'll see that most cases are crossed out. But here cases 192 and 193 were selected. And so you can see that about 200 cases were selected. So we did that correctly. Now let's move on and begin to get the statistics for the mean of this sample. To do this, we want to go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Descriptives. What you want to make sure of, you want to select age and move it to the variables list by clicking this black arrow here. What you want to make sure of is that in addition to your usual statistics, that you select the standard error of the mean. So you want to select the standard error in addition to the maximum, the minimum, the standard deviation, and the mean. So we're going to select this, and because this is a little complex, I want you to just click OK. And now we're going to go to our output window. Look at our output. And here are our statistics. So the n equals 200. The mean is 46.98. The standard error of the mean is 1.24. The standard deviation is 17.51. The minimum is 19 and the maximum is 99. So now we have statistics for our first sample. So what we're going to do is go to our assignment. This is just the assignment text that I posted. We're going to go to this table and we're going to record those data. So we have the minimum is 19, the maximum is 99. Let's see. Here we go. The minimum is 19, N is 200. Minimum is 19. Maximum is 99. Let's check again what the mean and standard error were. Not that. The mean is 46.98 and the standard error is 1.24. So 46.98 and 1.24. We just enter that into the table. Then we're going to do the same thing for the standard deviation, which is 17.51. We're going to repeat this a number of times. We're going to repeat this 9 more times. So to repeat it, what you want to do is go to your data editor. We're going to repeat the same process, but before we want to select data, select cases, and we want to click reset. And we want to click OK. And that unselects our sample. So when we click reset, it gives us back all of our cases. So now again, we'll go to data, select cases, random sample of cases, sample, and it's retained our numbers for us. So 200 out cases from the first 1,463 cases, which is all the cases that there are. So we'll click continue and OK. And there we see that it's drawn our sample. Now we can go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Descriptives, and make sure that we have the mean, the standard deviation, the minimum, the maximum, and the standard error selected. And we're going to click OK. And now when we go to our output viewer, which we will in just a moment. Now when we go to our output viewer, we can scroll down and see a new mean, 49.20, standard error of 1.24, and a standard deviation of 17.50, minimum of 19, and here our maximum is 89. That's because we drew a different sample. So there were no people older than 89 in this sample. So we would then go back to the table and record those statistics in the table. And you're just going to do that for 10 different samples. Remember between samples to always click reset. So I'm going to just show you that one more time. We're going to go to data, select cases, reset, and OK. And that's going to reset our population, essentially allowing us to sample with replacement, which is what we want to do. So to complete the exercise, draw 10 samples, including the one I give you, so 9 additional samples, and enter them into the table. And that's all you have to do. And all you're submitting for this assignment is the descriptive statistics table. You don't have to submit anything else. Okay, that's all I want to talk about with you today. I wish you luck on this assignment. Please let me know in the comments or in an email if you're my student if you have any questions about this. Thanks.